Good evening.
Welcome to Yoga for Bedtime. I'm Jasmine. I am a 200-hour yoga instructor, and I will be leading tonight's class. For this class, you don't have to have any props, but you are welcome to have any blocks or bolsters, pillows, blankets that you may want to support your practice, and I will be cueing to show you how to use those, but I won't be using props. So you can grab your props and meet me in the middle of your mat. Mountain pose. And just notice your breath here. You don't need to change your breath at all, just notice it. We're going to be really listening to our bodies this evening. We'll start off with a few standing poses and make our way to the floor. Really listen to your body. So if at any point something feels uncomfortable or it hurts at all, go ahead and get out of that pose and feel free to come back to mountain pose, to tabletop, which is all fours. You can slide back into child's pose or just lie straight down in Savasana. And even if you lie down in Savasana the whole time, you're still doing yoga. So really listen to your body and honor what feels good and relaxing in your body. On your next inhale, I invite you to bring your hands up above your head, bringing your fingertips to touch, gazing up at your thumbs, just breathing here. And exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. I invite you to set an intention for tonight's practice. We'll inhale, bring our arms up overhead, fingertips to touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to your side, palms facing forward. We'll inhale for a count of 4, raising our shoulders up towards our ears. Exhale for 4, dropping your shoulders down your back. Inhale again, shoulders coming up towards your ears. And exhale, dropping down your back. We're going to take it the opposite way at your own speed. I'm going to inhale, bring your fingertips around to your shoulder. We're going to go ahead and do some shoulder circles. Using your elbows, draw large circles going forward, waking up those shoulder blades and taking it the opposite direction. Tucking your tailbone and releasing your hands. down to your side. Go ahead and stretch out that wrist. So using your right hand, you're going to pull those left fingers back in a nice stretch through the front of the wrist. And we'll take it over to the other side. Doing a couple of clockwise wrist circles. Counterclockwise. We'll inhale, sweep your arms up, fingertips to touch, and exhale through heart center. I invite you to come to the back of your mat. Bringing your hands to heart center. Breathing deeply. Filling up your lungs. Exhale, drawing your navel towards your spine. Coming back to your intention or setting an intention if you're just getting started. Just breathing here. Palms at heart center. Not favoring one breath over the other. Nice even breaths. And really setting an intention for the next 30 or so minutes. What message do you need to send yourself going into this week? We'll heel toe our feet out to the width of our mat. Point your heels out and your toes in. Bringing your hands to your hips. We'll inhale for 4 and exhale to a wide leg forward fold. Slightly bending in the knee. Allowing both hands to come down to the mat. Allowing your head to hang. We'll inhale, bring your hands to your knees flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Slightly bending those knees. Grabbing opposite elbows. Allowing your head to just sway. Shifting your weight from left to right. Bending into those knees. Releasing both hands down to the mat. Walk your hands forward. Drop your knees down to the mat and come into tabletop onto all fours. Making a nice straight line from the back from your spine up to the top of your head. Stacking your joints. So walking your hands back underneath your shoulders. Stacking your hips over your knees. We'll take a few cat-cows here. So inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, rounding through your spine. Inhale, looking forward, dropping your belly. Exhale for cat, rounding through your spine, pressing away from the mat. And at your own pace, continue inhaling for cat and exhaling for cow. Finding stillness in your tabletop. You'll ground down through that left hand, and we'll inhale, reach that right arm up, gaze to look at that right thumb. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing that right hand underneath the left. Right shoulder and right ear come down to the mat, and walk that left hand forward. Walking that left hand back towards your body. Press yourself up and inhale, bring that right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand comes back down to the mat. We'll just breathe in tabletop. We'll inhale, then that left hand towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing that left hand underneath the right. Right shoulder comes down to the mat. Right ear to the mat. Left ear to the mat, sorry. And walk that right hand forward. The left hand comes through underneath the right arm, and left ear, left shoulder on the mat. Walk that right hand back towards your body, pressing yourself up. Unthread the needle. Inhale, bring that left hand up. And exhale, left hand comes back down to the mat. Take a few cat-cows here. Inhaling for cow. Exhaling, tuck your tailbone for cat. Inhaling for cow and exhaling for cat. This time, bring both big toes together and spread your knees as wide as the mat. We'll inhale and exhale. Send your hips back into child's pose, wide leg child's pose. You can walk your hands forward, resting your chest or your forehead on the mat or on a block or a pillow. Inhaling back up to tabletop. We'll take a deep inhale, tuck your toes, press into all 10 fingertips. Exhale, send your hips up and back for downward dog. Pedaling your feet here, bending into one knee and then the other. We'll bend into the left knee, pressing into that right heel. Look under that right armpit toward the right. And then switch, looking under the left armpit, bending into that right knee. And then find stillness in your downward dog. Bending into those knees, bringing your stomach towards your thighs, and then bringing those knees down to the mat. We'll shift our weight over to the left side in tabletop, and we'll send that right leg straight back. Option to bend that right knee. And straight back. And bring that right foot down. We'll inhale, bring that right knee to the right elbow. Exhale, right leg straight back. Then inhale, step that right leg forward on the outside of that right hand. Maybe slide that left knee back, untucking those toes. You're gonna walk your hands so that your wrists are under your shoulders. Right knee over right ankle for safety. You can stay here in lizard, or you can plant that left hand into the mat and bring that right hand to that right knee, slightly pressing, opening up that right hip as you look up. Returning that right hand to the ground for lizard. We'll walk our hands over to the left and sweep that right knee back to meet the left. Pressing back into child's pose. Walking your hands back towards your heels. Palms up. Pressing your hands into the mat on either side of your head. Come up to sit on your heels for hero pose. Option to have a pillow underneath your hips, between your hips and your heels. Inhale, bring your hands up, fingertips to touch. Exhale your hands through heart center. Inhale, bring your elbows to touch. Just breathe here. Option to bring the back of your hands together. So taking that right hand, slide it forward, and then slide it back behind that left hand. The backs of your hands touching. Inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Inhale for 4 and exhale. Release your hands down to your thighs, and then go ahead and walk forward into tabletop. Maybe pointing and flexing those heels, those ankles and toes. And just breathing here. Gaze between your hands. Go ahead and tuck those toes. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, send your hips up and back for downward dog. Bending into both knees, bringing your stomach towards your thighs, pressing into all 10 fingers. Pedaling your dog. And bringing those knees down to the mat. Walking both hands closer to your body, underneath your shoulders. We'll send our weight over to the right and send our left leg long. Wearing those hips so that they're parallel to the mat. Toes pointed towards the mat. Bending into that left knee. And exhale, extending that left foot long. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, left leg long. On your next exhale, step that left leg to the outside of that left hand and slide that left knee back. Remembering to stack your joints for safety. And we'll just breathe here in lizard. Option to bring that left hand to that left knee, gazing up. Bringing that left hand back to the mat. Walking both hands over to the right. We'll swing that left leg back to meet the right. Coming back into tabletop. We'll press back into child's pose. Finding what feels comfortable for you. If you notice your mind wandering, gently acknowledge those thoughts. No judgment. And just return to your breath. Return to your intention. Know that you are safe here. Walking your hands towards your body, Press yourself up into hero pose, sitting on your heels. We'll take 3 deep breaths here, inhaling through our nose. Exhale, open mouth, side out. Again. Side out. Last one. Bringing both hands to your hips. On your inhale, we'll come up to our knees. Exhale, we'll send our gaze up towards the sky for camel pose. Option to reach for your heels or stay here. Exhale, send your hips back into child's pose. Walking your hands towards your heels. Fingertips reaching for your heels, palms up. And then walking your hands forward. And sliding your chest forward for puppy pose. Heart melts into the mat. Nice back bend. Inhale, come up onto your hands, and then walk yourself forward into an easy seat. Option to cross your legs or leave them extended straight in front of you. Find what feels good in your body, maybe pressing into both hands. Shift your hips back. Finding a comfortable seat. Sit on a pillow here. We'll bring our palms face up. Thumbs reaching for our index fingers. We'll take a few breaths here. Sitting up nice and tall. Sending out gratitude. Just grateful for the gift of now, this present moment. Not worrying about anything in the past, anything in the coming week. Right now, the present moment is what matters. This is your time for you. Just breathe. Bring that right hand down to your right side. On your inhale, reach that left hand up and over, making a straight line. on your left side. Maybe coming onto that right forearm to deepen that stretch. Dropping that left hip down to your mat. We'll inhale through center, resting our hands on our knees. Bringing that left hand down to your mat. We'll inhale, bring that right arm up and over. Dropping that right hip down. Bringing that right shoulder away from your ear. And we'll inhale through center. We'll extend both legs out. Toes point toward the ceiling, grounding through our sit bones. Back nice and tall in staff pose. Inhale, lengthen through our spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward into a forward bend. Gaze comes down. Tight bending your knees. Inhale. Rise. Exhale. We'll go back into our easy seat. So if your legs were crossed, go ahead and cross them the other way. Maybe your right leg is on top this time. Pressing into the mat to shift your hips back. We'll bring our palms up once again. Thumbs and pointer finger to touch. Inhaling to find length in our spine. Exhaling. Slow, even breaths. Releasing any thoughts from any gentle. No judgment, just releasing. Returning to your breath, your intention. On your next inhale, bring your left hand over to that right knee. Bring your right hand behind you, gazing over that right shoulder. Twist. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale, bend your gaze a little further. In center. Take a few breaths here. We'll take it over to the left, right hand to left knee. On your exhale, left hand goes behind you, easing over that left shoulder. Inhale, find length in that spine. Exhale, gaze further to your left. Returning to your breath. And then exhaling through center. Bringing your hands to your knees. Sit for a little longer. Just breathing here. Then bring the soles of your feet onto your mat. Walking your feet out in front of you. Bring the soles of your feet onto your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. On your inhale, lean back slightly. On your exhale, extend your hands towards your knees, palms in. For boat pose, Navasana, engaging through your abs. Bringing your hands down to the mat next to your hips. You'll find some rest from this pose. You can stay here, or you can go back to the boat pose. Bringing both feet parallel to the back of the mat, or extending them straight out. Then bringing them back down to the mat. Walking your hands slightly behind you, palms down, fingertips pointing towards your hips. We'll inhale nice and tall. Exhale, we'll drop both knees over to the right. Inhale nice and tall. And exhale, both knees over to the left. Inhale through center. Both knees over to the right. Inhale through center. And left. Find stillness in center. Coming down onto both forearms. And continue with your breath. Just dropping your legs over to the right. Inhaling through center. And over to the left. And on your next inhale, Your legs center. Exhale, rest your back down onto your mat. Walking your shoulder blades down your back. We'll inhale, bring both knees to our chest. Rocking here. Extending that right leg long, hugging that left knee in. We'll bring that right hand over to that left knee and drop that left knee over to the right side. Inhaling through center. We'll bring both knees back up to our chest. Now on your exhale, extend that left leg long, hugging that right knee into your chest. Using the left hand, drop that right knee over to the left side for some time spinal twist. Inhaling through center, we'll bring both feet down to the mat. We'll inhale, bring that right leg straight up. Exhale, right ankle folds over that left knee or reclined figure four. Right ankle crosses over that left knee, the left thigh. Option to hug that left leg into your chest. Deepen that. And exhale. We'll bring both feet down to our mat. Inhale, send that left foot straight up. Exhale, cross that left ankle over that right knee. Or recline forward. And release that left down to the mat. We'll inhale, send both feet up and reach for those big toes, bending into both knees for happy baby. Feet parallel to the ceiling. Option to rock back and forth here, massaging your spine. And then we'll send those feet straight up, pointing and flexing your toes. and find stillness. And just breathe here. Bringing the soles of your feet together. On your inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, hold. Pressing your hands into the mat, engaging your abs. Inhale, lower just above your mat. Exhale, hold. Taking 3 breaths here. Inhale, lower all the way down. And exhale, release your knees out to either side. Soles of your feet together. A goddess pose. Walking your shoulder blades underneath you. Palms up. Options, put pillows or blocks underneath your knees to bring the ground closer. Releasing any thoughts, releasing any judgment, returning to your breath. Noticing the rise and fall of your stomach. The rise on the inhale and the fall on the exhale. Staying present with our breath. Releasing our attachment to things outside of the present moment. As we go into this week, we inhale contentment and exhale gratitude. Extending that right leg to the right corner of your mat. Right toes pointed outward. We'll extend that left leg, left toes pointed outward. We'll tuck our tailbone, shoulder blades underneath you. Hands down to your side, palms up, or one hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart. Find your Savasana. We'll stay here for a few minutes, just integrating tonight's practice. Just noticing how you feel. Noticing your energy. Starting at the top of your head. Scanning. How does your head and your face feel? Moving into your neck and shoulders. Your arms. Your hands. Fingertips. Chest and stomach. Hips. Legs. Your feet, your toes. But this feeling is available to you at any time. Send your body gratitude for tonight's practice. Gratitude for making time for yourself.